Hey, how's it going everyone? KayneHunterTaker here. Oh man, what a weekend it's been. First things first, I do apologise for not uploading any videos over the last few days. That was because of Oz Comic Con. It was finally here. I can't even begin to describe how awesome it was. We just spent the whole weekend there, me, Luke and Dad. It was just brilliant. And the reason I didn't upload any videos is because we were up from 5 in the morning just to get to the event early because we wanted the best parking spot, and we were there from that till 5 o'clock, so we'd be getting home straight to bed for the next one, and by the end of it we were just absolutely knackered. But it was brilliant. I really enjoyed Comic Con. It's better than Christmas for us. We just absolutely love it. We always like to be there, and yeah, it was just an absolute brilliant time we had. It was an absolute blast. I don't know how many times I can say it. It was a lot of fun, and basically just making this video to talk to you guys about how it went. There was a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool people down there. See, where do I start? Well, first things first, we arrived there. We got in early, half an hour early, because we bought these priority tickets, which was $200 each, but that gets you in both days. And first things first is what I did. I got some tokens for autographs and pictures, and the first person I met up with was Chad Coleman from Walking Dead, who plays Tyrese. Got him to sign I bought a volume 1 of the Walking Dead comic, got him to sign it, and I absolutely fangirled over him, because I was the first one in line. I just lined up straight away. It was about half an hour before he would start doing autographs, and I was talking to some people in the line, and Luke was with me, and I hadn't realised he'd rocked up, and Luke was like, "Oh, you might want to turn around." Looked at him, and he looked at me. I was like, "Oh, there he is, there's Chad, holy crap, it's Tyrese himself." And then when they started the time for people to start autographing, you got to go up to this person next to the actors, and they check to see what you're going to get autographed, so it's not inappropriate and all that stuff. And then I looked at him, and he just said, "How you going, man?" And I was like, "Dude, huge fan. I just can't believe you're here right now." And he said, "Oh, I'm here, man. It's all good. I'm here right now. Glad to be here. What can I do for you?" And I asked him, "Oh, just want you to sign this. You're the first one to sign this book. I'm a huge fan." And I didn't mention about his character. Spoilers alert right now if you haven't seen season 5. I didn't want to bring up that his character died because it might bring him down, but he knew exactly why I was absolutely fangirling over him, and he signed on my book, to Liam, Chad Coleman, "Rest in peace, Tyrese." And I was like, oh, it just reminds me of the terrible fate that you had. But he was an overall good guy. It was really funny. He was awesome. And the next person I got was I can never remember her last name. I think it's Sonequa Martin, who plays Sasha, his Tyrese's sister in the show. She was just absolutely lovely. She was such a nice person. Again, I was the first one in line. This was about 1 o'clock, so I had to wait a few hours, but we just plodded around, looked around for some stuff. So yeah, first again, I was in line, and she was running a little bit late. She was doing a panel, but people were telling us, "Oh, sorry, she's a bit late," and we said, "No, all good, we don't mind waiting, it's all good." And so we're ready to go, walked up, showed again my item, and then she just looked at me and smiled. It was just something about it just really lit up my day, and she asked how I was, and I said, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here, glad to see you." So as she was saying my thing, and I started going into it again, season 5, you haven't seen it, I said, "I was really getting worried about you," and she replied, "I know, I was getting really bad there, wasn't I? I was losing my way." And I said, "Look, I'm so glad you found peace in the end, because we lost Tyrese. I didn't want to lose you too. You were just so awesome when you first arrived. You and, Chad." And she said, No, we're all good now. My character's all fine. And we were just having a good old chat about it. And then she said my name was very nice. Said that Liam was such a good name. I said, "Oh, thanks for that. That means a lot to me." I mean, you can all say, "Oh, she probably says it to everyone," but it means to me. It's a big thing for them to say that. So yeah, she was absolutely lovely. I mean, just an overall nice person. So that was her she autographed my book as well, and now hopefully I can get many other actors and actresses to sign it. And what did we do after that? I think we just did a bit of shopping, like around the stores. Our local comic shop guy was there, Chris. He had his own store, so we went up to him and said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I think we did. See, we went out for some lunch, and then we come back. Oh, what did we do after that? Oh, we did the Q&A with Robert Englund. He, did the panel, and you just would not picture him, as Freddy Krueger with such a normal voice. He just come out, he was, railing up the crowd, and you just wouldn't imagine it was him. It was really weird, but he was really good at, like, talking to us, asking questions. There's a few stupid questions. I don't know how many times these people got up, the same question, how do you feel about scarring my mum, my dad? It started to get a bit annoying. Ask some good questions, not how do you feel about scaring my parents, as when they first seen you. I mean, if it was me, I would have asked, Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash, would you love to see that happen? And I didn't think of that question at the time. I just, sat there and listened to what he had to tell us. And apart from those questions that I thought were just, they just weren't necessary. One was fair enough, but the next one just, ugh. And yeah, he just explained to us some stories, some upcoming projects that he was doing, and some cool people he's been meeting up with. And it's interesting because he's told us that he won't, because he's set for life. He's done his part. He was telling us that when he first started off, when he was a kid, he wanted to get out there and, be this actor people would remember. And yeah, it was overall nice. He was just telling us about his life, how he was doing. He always plays the old guy for some reason. He kept bringing that up, which was hilarious. And then there was this one question. It was very cringeworthy. I don't think the guy realised. He asked, Robert, what was your opinion? Like, how did you feel about Freddy Krueger being in Mortal Kombat 9? And some of us were like, oh, dude, no. Because that wasn't actually Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger. That was, I forget his name, who was Freddy Krueger in the remake of the film. And Robert was explaining that wasn't me, but he did actually like the fact that Freddy Krueger was in the game. But we thought, nah, that was a bit of a tough question there. But yeah, that was a good show, that one, with Robert talking to us. And yeah, he just seemed like an overall nice guy. Now, what did we do after? I forgot to mention Dad. A couple of Stargate crew were there. He got Cliff Simon and Michael Shanks autographs on the Amanda Tapping autograph that I got him last year, so he was pretty stoked about that. Cliff Simon, he said, was an absolutely brilliant guy. Shook his hand, asked him how he was, so he was pretty stoked about that. And then Dad was a bit mid with Michael Shanks, because he's read stories. I mean, my dad's a huge Stargate fan, and people have said that Michael Shanks is a bit of an arse. But my dad went up to him, got an autograph, and he made him laugh. He was an absolute nice guy. I mean, you wouldn't believe what people were saying. He just seemed really nice. Dad said to him, welcome to the most boring part of Australia, Perth, and made him absolutely crack up. So that was pretty good for him. And, right, moving on from that, we got photographs. Oh, this was my most favourite part of Comic-Con. We got the duo, Freddy and Jason. So we had Robert Englund and Ken Kazinga, who played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. No disrespect to Kane, who played the original Jason, but I think Ken Kazinga played a great Jason Voorhees. He just had the right physique. He just absolutely struck fear into people's eyes. And when we'd seen them, I thought, oh, there he is, the man who is Jason. I can't believe he's here right now. Same with Robert Englund, Freddy's here. And we got a picture of me, Luke, and Dad, and oh, it was just, I can't get over it. I might show the picture in a few years. I just want to keep my family life a bit sort of quiet for now, but once I start getting up there with the big leagues, I will be more than happy to show you guys. But just for now, I just want to keep privacy to my family. I know you've seen Luke in some shots and me in some shots, but just for now, guys, just to respect my family. But yeah, we got the picture with them too, and they got really into characters. Some guy lent his Freddy claws to Robert, and someone had a machete who's cosplayers at Jason. let him borrow it, and they just got really into character. I mean, Freddy had his claw on Luke's neck, Jason had his machete against mine, and yeah, they were like group huddling with us, and it was just absolutely brilliant. And there was a funny bit, I still can't get over it. Dad shut his eyes when they took the picture, and as we were walking away, the woman said, no, come back, and you shut your eyes, gotta take the picture again. And Robert in his Freddy voice was like, come on, get it right. And we just started laughing our asses off. So we got back in the picture, took another picture, and as we were walking away, in his Freddy voice, he was like, keep your eyes open, punk. And I was like, Dad, you not realise that Freddy Krueger just threatened you? Oh, you're lucky. So that was awesome. We got the pictures with them. And then later on then, we got pictures with Michael Shanks and Cliff Simon. That was another one. They just were really nice. Cliff Simon, we're group huddling again, just really into it. And yeah, I wouldn't have believed people saying Michael Shanks was a dick. I just don't believe it. He just was a very nice guy. So there's my word with him. If anyone says he's a dick, you're a liar, because he was just absolutely such a nice guy. And what did we do after that? That was day one ended. We did, the round of the stores, bought some things and stuff. I will be putting the pictures on my video, so you can all have a look at what I bought. Oh, and for my unboxing fans, I was supposed to say this at the beginning of my video, I'm very sorry. I found the Yu-Gi-Oh stand. I was going to buy some cards for you guys, but they just didn't have anything. And I couldn't get into the line either. The queue was just absolutely shocking. But I was looking around, and there were things that I'd already unboxed, and I really want some Return of the Bling, but I did not see any. So it's not like I didn't try. I really wanted to buy some, but what I'm going to do, next payday, I just want to pay off my credit card. It might be a month from now, when I pay it off and get some money. I want to buy a load of them for you guys, so I can start opening again. So just sorry for that. I did promise you guys that I would buy some more, and I just didn't get to it, because had them already, didn't have the ones I wanted, and I just couldn't get into the line to check, so sorry about that. Anyway, day 2 was a good one. We got there early again, 9 AM, Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund, was doing the autographs, and I got him to sign the picture, and he wrote a really nice quote. Like, I had To the Davis Family, and he wrote Freddy versus Jason, and Jason versus the family, and I thought, wow, that is a nice thing right there, thanks for that. And he said, don't mention it, more than happy to, glad you're a fan. So he was really cool. I can't get over that I've met Robert Englund himself. You just can't explain it. You buy these autographs to hang up, and then it's not the same as being there. It's really amazing. So I'm glad we finally got to meet the legend himself. And then right after that, 9:30, and I felt kind of bad because I was the only one lining up, and I think because it was the day, and these autographs at different times, so hopefully I wasn't the only one, but I was the only one in line for Ken Kazinga to get an autograph, and I was waiting, having a chat with excuse me, I just burped. I'm just getting a bit bubbly and excited, I keep burping now. And yeah, we're just having a chat when he finally arrived. And I didn't want to over fanning it. I wanted to wait for them to, allow me to come up. As soon as the guy said, alright, you can come up, and I just went, Ken! And he was like, oh! And I walked up, ran up to, well, I didn't really ran, I just kind of jogged up to him, showed the picture. I was like, how you doing, man? Oh, I'm so glad to see you. He goes, I'm glad to be here, glad you're a fan. And as he was signing my thing, I actually started fanning over him. I said, look, because you're here right now, I just wanted to say you played a great Jason. You inspired me to be my own kind of, character behind the mask. I mean, I know my KayneHunterTaker gimmick on YouTube was, Kane, the big red machine, Undertaker, Triple H's Hunter. But the beginning of my mask wasn't just Kane, it was actually Jason Voorhees. This guy was a killer, and you didn't know what he looked like, and it had the mystery behind it. And when he played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, which was the first movie I actually had seen of any Freddy or Jason movie, I'd said to him, you were great, you were just this massive guy, you were overpowering people. I mean, you made Freddy look like a wimp. No disrespect to Freddy or Robert. And he said, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you were happy with my performance. I said, no, I would never get bored of you. It's one of my favourite movies. You know, it was brilliant, and you know, I wear a mask because of you. Like for my gimmick on YouTube, because I feel like, you know, when you're behind the mask, you can be kind of anyone. And I was spewing because he actually asked me, because sadly no one was there to get another autograph, which people were lining up after. As soon as I was done, people started getting in there, so don't feel bad for Ken. Ken's awesome. And he asked to see it, and I said, oh, I didn't bring it. And he was like, oh, dude, I would have seen it. I said, maybe next time, if you come next year, I'll bring it and show you. And he said, yeah, if I come in, bring it, I'd love to see it. And he was such a nice guy. I really did respect him. He was really kind, considering he played a killer. And yeah, I just hope I can see him again. If he comes again next year, I'll be more than happy to get a photograph and an autograph. But I'm happy that that Robert and him signed the picture for us, because it really meant a lot to me to do that. Because I was really bumming out, because they asked to do a personalised name, and I was hoping to get Davis family, and one of the workers actually said, I don't think you can. It can only be a name. And I didn't want it just to be me, because it was me, Luke, and Dad in the picture. I wanted it to be to the family. So when I did it, and I said, look, can I do the Davis family? And they said, yeah. And I went, really? And I went, yeah. And I said, oh, please, that would mean a lot to me to do that. And so him and Robert did, you know, to the Davis family, and Ken writ, Jason rules. And as soon as I left, I was like, Jason rules. And Robert was like, you know, gave me the glare, and I thought, sorry, I'm a Jason guy. And yeah, that was just awesome. I still can't get over how, I've probably said awesome so many times this video. You don't realise I want to talk to you guys now about it. This is the most fun time of the year for me, and to have that, it really made my weekend. And yeah, after that, we did the Q&A with... Oh, we did the Q&A with Chad Coleman and Sneaker Martin. Did that together. Oh, brilliant people. Just some of the stories they were telling us, some of the questions we asked were actually really good this time. No, there was one, what was the reaction behind when you got the news about Tyrese was going to die, because he does in the comic earlier than what it was, I believe. I got to read my comic again. I'm only up to just the prison bit. And he knew about it and no one else knew. I'm just trying to remember what he was telling me. And as he was walking out, he hugged another actor, and he didn't know why. And then when he finally found out, it was like, you knew and you didn't tell me? Oh, and everyone was all very emotional. Apparently his mum was saying that was bullshit. They shouldn't have killed you off. My boy don't deserve this. So that was pretty funny. And even Sonequa had some really good stories to tell us. She told us that her favourite scenery was the basement of the building in season 5, where it was all watered down and the waterboarded zombies. And Tyrese, like Chad's favourite weapon was the hammer. And just trying to remember some things they were talking to us about. Oh god, I'll remember it later, just on the spot right now. They were telling us about pranks. Someone took Sonequa's phone and read on Twitter that he was, like, as the character, you know, he's awesome, blah blah blah. So that was pretty hilarious. And Chad gave a good speech about starting. I think the person who asked him the question was just a starting out actor or actress, forget who it was now. And he just told us inspirational, you know, if you want it, you gotta get it. You know, don't take no. You gotta want to act, not act because you feel like you have to. It was really inspiring, especially if people want to start acting. So that was really kind of him. And what else did they talk about? What did Sonequa talk about? Just a lot of questions about what were their favourite things, what were their favourite episodes. Oh, what was the most gruesome kill they ever saw, and that was the zombie in the well. Sonequa said she was very grossed out. And then there was another one that grossed her out, and I forget which one now. I'm pretty sure they'll upload to YouTube sometime and you guys can watch it. It was a brilliant panel them two did, and when they had to leave, we were like, no, come back. We only just started getting into it. And yeah, that was the end of that one. So what did we do after that? Dad got another autograph for Cliff Simon. What did I do? I don't think we did much on Sunday because it was pretty quiet. Oh, we did we did another panel with Cliff Simon, Michael Shanks, and Ben Browder. That was a brilliant one. That was absolutely hilarious. Some of the stories they were telling us. You know, see, I'm not a big Stargate fan, but the weapon, the vaporizer, whatever it was called, Michael Shanks was telling us that he didn't like using that weapon because it looked like a penis, and you know, when they were just using it without the, you know, because they got to add in all the effects, that, you know, it looked really weird him using it. And then he told us another story that there was one episode, and me and Dad actually just tried to found it. There was one of the actors who replaced Daniel Jackson when he left, and when they were using the guns, like the vaporizer weapons, I don't know what they're called, I'm sorry guys, they were shooting the enemies, and he kept firing as if like, oh, excuse me, and they didn't put the effects in, and we were looking for it, and we found it, so he was just like going, like nudging it, and there was nothing coming out. We're like, oh, I bet he's spewing now that he's told us that, so that was pretty funny. And it was mainly Michael Shanks talking. Cliff Simon spoke the day before, so he was a bit out of questions, but yeah, most of the questions for Michael Shanks and Ben Browder, like they were asking about Claudia Black, how, you know, what was it like for her, like what was your favourite scene with her, and they were saying that she was like a very nice person to work with, and that her and Ben Browder had chemistry because of Farscape. And I used to watch that and I stopped. I wonder why. And yeah, that was a really good panel. See, I can't remember some questions. There was just so many, and a lot of good ones. You know, the penis vaporizer is the one that I always remember. I'm going to remember now because it was just funny. Oh, one of the questions. Holy crap, was it funny. Someone, I mean, I give them balls for asking it. They asked them, what did they think of Stargate Universe? And the crowd, and someone went, ooh. And they all looked over to the person like, oh, did they really go there? And they were talking, like they were telling us that it was too soon. And the original people for Stargate, you know, it was sort of middle-aged people, you know, they had the experience, and for the young people, it didn't really work, so they weren't shitting on it. They were saying, look, it was good, but it was too soon. Stargate just ended, and then they went with that, and it was way too soon. So that's what Michael Shanks told us, and we all agreed about that. You know, we weren't shitting on it. It was, you know, understandable. Like, they did do it too early, and sadly, it didn't go as well as it would have done. So yeah, that was a really good question. See, I keep remembering Ben Browder because he was acting like the character. You know, he was like, next question. Oh, and the beginning of it was absolutely hilarious. It's Cliff Simon and Michael Shanks were coming out, and Ben Browder wasn't coming out, and we're thinking, hang on, this should be him. And he was out in the crowd, and he was like doing the mock, oh, so what do you think of Ben Browder? Do you think he's hot? And then he did his, I think it was his quote, you know, yeah, hell yeah, and we all did it, you know. And there was a lot of applause with some of the answers and the questions. There was a lot of respect for these guys, and that's what I like to see. So that was absolutely brilliant. And then that ended. And I think that's it for the autographs and seeing the actors and the actresses. I was really happy, considering, you know, the one I was going for was Dante, who voices Zuko on Avatar. He had to change plans, but I was overall happy of how it went with us, celebrity-wise. I got my autographs, I got my pictures that I wanted. I'm kind of spewing now. I wish I'd got a picture with Chad and Sonequa. Maybe next year if they come again. It was just, I was new to it. I knew how to get the autographs and everything, but with the pictures and everything, I was still fairly new, and I didn't want to go overboard. And holy crap, does the line move quick. They don't mess around, and I do like that. You know, you want to get your picture, you want to get out and grab it and go and get it signed, so that was good. And yeah, that's about it for them. We met a lot of good people. What I really like to do with Comic-Con, and hopefully in years' time, you know, when I'm that famous and people want my picture, I love taking pictures of the cosplayers. You know, people say, oh, you know, you're kind of stalking them. These people dress up because they want to stand out. You know, these people look awesome. I want to take a picture. And I took some amazing pictures of some of these cosplayers. There was a Deadpool guy dressed up. Absolutely massive. He was tall as shit. I couldn't believe how big he was. It was really well done. And I'm telling you right now, guys, my favourite one was probably this guy dressed up as Wolverine. If Hugh Jackman dropped out of X-Men right now, he could have replaced him. It was uncanny how much he looked like him. And he was on the Saturday and he was dressed up as just normal Wolverine clothes, like the tank top and the pants. And I said, you know, dude, that is amazing. And he was all like cool, you know, oh, come on, let's get a picture. You know, we had the claws and everything. And then the next day he come in as the uniform Wolverine. And he remembered us. I was like, oh my god, man, look at you. And he was like, come on, let's get another picture. So he was absolutely brilliant. And there was a chorus. It was a bit tough for us to get a picture because the crowd was manic. And I said to her, look, do you mind if I take a picture? You look absolutely magnificent. And I might not see you again. She went, yeah, sure, let's get a picture. She was Cora as in book 4, you know, she had the haircut. Holy crap, did she look just like her if there was a live action. No, she was absolutely brilliant with it. And there was there was a Predator. He was tall as well. All these people are huge. He was cosplayed as a Predator, and that was really cool. I saw a Gambit. He looked pretty good as well, Gambit. Who else did we get? See, we didn't get a Batman this year. There weren't many Batmans. We saw one, but I never got the chance. Who else did I get a picture of? Just trying to think. Oh, there was a Raphael in the first movie. He had the coat. Luke wanted a picture of him, so I jumped in as well. And Luke wanted a picture of Rocksteady and, you know, the crew. Oh, dog's going off. And there was an April as well. And he was looking everywhere for them to get a picture. And next thing I know, he's getting a tap on his shoulder. And it was them, and they said, yo, dude, nice setup. Can we get a picture with you? Because Luke was wearing a Turtle Donatello jumper, and he had a Turtles beanie. And because he was a fan of the Turtles, they wanted a picture, because not many people were Turtle fans there. And Luke was like, holy crap, I've been looking for you guys. Oh, look, yeah, I want a picture of you, So that worked out for him in the end. There was a cosplay of Freddy and Jason. This Jason looked like he was straight out of the bloody movie. It was unbelievable. Same with the Freddy cosplay. It was really amazing. And who else did we get? I set myself a list. I wanted a Harley Quinn. There was 5 of them, but I did not see any of them in the show. It was really weird. And who else? There was a few Iron Men. Didn't get them though. 'Cause just, you know, you see the people and it's already crowded and you don't want to hold up the queue. You just don't want to do that. You know, a lot of people did that and it pissed me off. You know, move along, you're holding up the queue. You know, if you want pictures, stay to the side. There was a Sub-Zero and I never got a chance to get a picture of him. SpongeBob was there, got a picture with SpongeBob. Who else did we get? We got the Wolverine, got the Gambit, Cora. See, we didn't get many pictures. Oh, there was a guy dressed as Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. That was really cool. You know, not many people recognise him, and I just yelled out, Shaun! And he was like, ah! Yeah, he had the blood on his, you know, he got the blood on you and everything. So he was really cool. See, I feel bad because we didn't get many pictures this year. I love getting pictures with these guys. They're just amazing. Yeah, I want people to see how well they are. I mean, some of these people could bloody kick some of these actors out of their role of the people and replace them. They're just that well done. Who else we got? I'd seen a couple of Avatar characters. Didn't manage to get their picture because they were over in a crowd. Told you about Deadpool. Made us shoot our dad with his fake guns. That was pretty epic. Yeah, didn't get many this year. You watch, I'll start remembering them now. Maybe I'll get some inspiration if I... Oh, there was a couple of Goku people there that I didn't get a picture of, so I was bumming about that. I guess that's it for the cosplayers, getting the pictures of them. You know, if any of you see me in the future, you know, as my KayneHunterTaker gimmick, don't be shy to come up for a picture. I love getting pictures with things like that. Don't be shy. You know, when I'm out there one day. You know, I don't know what people use. I think it's Tumblr or something, you know, where people upload pictures of their favourite person. I'll do it. You know, don't be shy. You know, I like getting pictures with people. especially cosplayers. They're just amazing. I want them to know that people respect their work that they've put into it. So that's the end for the cosplayers. The one thing that I do want to talk about, there was some indie artists there. Some of the work they did was amazing. I got I'll put it on my video, probably around this bit. I got I approached the stand. I was waiting for a Michelangelo picture of, you know, Ninja Turtles. I forget his name now. But he was talking to a guy and I didn't want to interrupt, so I just went over to another booth. And I was looking at the pictures. This guy was working away and no one was really there, so I thought I'll just check it out, see what he has. Holy shit, some of the work he's done is amazing. So I was having a look and I think it was a marketing agent of some, you know, saying, you know, what would you be interested in? And he asked me for the 3 top ones that I'd like, you know, if I would buy it. And I said, dude, straight up, that Punisher one looks amazing. You know, that one's just really well done. And I had the Punisher shirt on, so he said, oh yeah, I figured that one. And then he did Super Saiyan Goku, and I didn't want to be rude. I said, dude, is that Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Goku? And he said, sure is. I said, that's amazing. You know, that's really well done. And then another one that I liked, it was Batman against Deadpool. But the only 2 that I wanted was the Goku and the Punisher. I said, dude, I'm more than happy to buy those and help you out. Those are really well done. And we started talking about the Punisher, and I said to him, I like how you haven't done the arm. And he goes, you know, I didn't like him in the bodysuit. I wanted to show his strength with just the shirt. I said, I know what you mean. This guy is a Punisher, and the fact that he just wears a shirt that strikes fear into people to show his strength, you know, sometimes he doesn't need the armor, and I knew what he was talking about. So I was more than happy to buy the picture, and the Goku was really well done as well. And we were just having a good chat, you know, just about how much of his work is really good, and we'd be more than happy to buy it. And he actually given me his contact info, and I'll try and locate his site. I want you guys to check it out. If you're fans of like Dragon Ball Z and, you know, all these heroes, some of his work is really amazing. So I will post a link up there so you guys can check him out. He's starting off. You know, it's the indie. He's really good. I really think you should guys check him out just to see how much of his work, like how well he does on his work. So I'll post it up there. His name's Levi Cleeman. I hope I've pronounced that right. Really nice guy as well. He's really well. He's really good attitude. He wasn't, you know, like a snobby person. I watched this documentary and one of the guys were actually there about Australian comics, like starting out, like Wolfgang. He was an absolute dick in the documentary, and I'd seen him there. And I thought, you know, you've kind of shot yourself in the foot there in that documentary, you know, showing how much of an arse you were. But this guy, Levi, he was really, you know, I respected him. He was really nice, brilliant guy. You know, I could go to a bar with him and have a beer with him. So I hope you guys like his stuff. I'll post the link, hopefully, if I find his website. But Levi Cleeman, it's spelled, you know, Levi, Levi, his last name Cleeman, if you just want to check him out. And I feel bad because we went up to another stand and Luke was having a look at some of his work, and I feel bad because I forgot his name and I haven't got his site, but I think Luke does because he bought a comic book and Luke liked it because you don't see many Australian characters in comics, and this guy was doing one and Luke wanted to buy one in case he really gets up there. And Luke, you know, oh, I've got one of his first, you know, starting out comics. And the guy actually signed it for Luke, saying to Luke from blah blah blah, thanks for being a fan. And he's got his full name, so if I ask Luke, he'll probably know who he is, and I'll post that in the link. But some of the pictures he did, I bought a Terminator one, that was a really nice picture. Oh, again, I'll post it here, so he's going to have a look. So hopefully he's got a site, so you can check him out as well. And he was telling us a few stories that when he was starting off, he met his publisher at a printer when he was doing his stuff, and he managed to get his foot in the door. But at the same time, we're asking him, you know, how do you get out there? You know, what are we talking loan-wise, you know, to get published, you know, car loan, house loan. And he said a car loan, so it's quite a bit of cash, but he was telling us, don't quit your day job either, because you don't want to get in debt. You know, this is a hobby. You have to start off, you know, you might have to work at something you hate, but you need to pay the bills. And that was I'm inspired by that because that's what I'm doing right now. I've started a YouTube channel. You know, I'm close to 60 subscribers. I'm happy that some, you know, people are watching my stuff, but at the same time, I can't quit my day job for now. It's just, I wish I could make this a full career, and I'd be so happy the day that I go to work and say, you know, I'm retiring now, this is my full-time job. I'd love to have you guys watch my stuff, and I'm uploading content for you guys. So that kind of, you know, that was like me. He was talking and I knew exactly what he was getting from. I need that job to pay for the stuff, to make videos for you guys, and I wish I could make this a full-time thing. So I do understand where he was coming from that, and I really hope he gets out there someday. You know, he's like me, another respected guy. He was really nice. He telling us stories. It's just we had to move on because someone wanted to buy something. I could have chatted with him all day, and hopefully I can get his name and you guys can have a look at some of his stuff. Amazing work. So yeah, that's about it for the indie guys. Really cool, amazing people. I just hope they're successful. I really do, because some of their work is really well done. You know, you can see their passion. This is what they want to do, so hopefully it works out for them. And yeah, bought a load of goodies. Sadly, no cards. I will be getting some cards soon. Bought a new mask for my channel. It's a Terminator robot cyborg mask. I thought that'd be nice. And a couple of figurines, because Australia, we suck when it comes to figurines. You know, we don't get many. I got replica Dragon Balls. I wouldn't say replica, but you know what I mean. They look like them. Me and Luke split on those. And the guy was pretty good because the box was a bit damaged, so he gave us about 20 bucks off from 100 bucks. Bought some Marvel Punisher drinking glasses. I thought I'll never see those again, so I'll buy those. I feel bad because I wanted to buy this Super Saiyan Goku figure from my comic stand, like my local comic shop stand, but they sold it. So I managed to find a little one. I thought I'll be happy with that, I'll buy that. And what else did I get? I bought a Sonic the Hedgehog figure. I thought, I'm a fan of Sonic, I'll buy Sonic. From the same guy I bought the Dragon Balls, he was really cool. And I bought a Play Arts Harley Quinn. It looks really nice. I thought, yeah, I'm going to buy one of those. It looks amazing. Play Arts do some amazing stuff. I can't believe it. It's uncanny. And I bought a little Yu-Gi-Oh figurine because I felt bad because I didn't buy any Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And that's about it. I didn't buy much stuff this year. I was a bit bad this year. I was buying a lot of stuff and I didn't save up. I was naughty. But hopefully next year I can buy a few more stuff. And that's about it, guys. We didn't have any issues this year. We actually saw the person who gave us a bit of trouble last year, and she seemed really good now. She was well organised. She wasn't horrible to anyone. And if someone was stepping out, I mean, there was a few arseholes stepping over the line. But even then, she would say, look, people, you got to step back. You know, you got to keep it clear. So, no problems with the staff there. We were having a good chat with some of them, especially when we were waiting in line, because, you know, you're waiting, it kills the time. So, we had some good stories there. Brilliant staff. A lot of them are very nice. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. Wow, 40 minutes. Who could believe I could talk for this long? I just wanted to talk to you guys about how Comic-Con went. It was absolutely magnificent. I'll be going again next year. As soon as the dates come out, I'm booking a holiday. And we just had a great time. We always do. Just absolutely fun. Met some great people. Met some great new artists, celebrities. Still can't get over my picture and autographs. I'm gonna be praising them for days. Just, you know, awesome. And yeah, that's an end, guys. Thank you for listening. I just wanted to let you guys know why I hadn't been uploading videos because of Comic-Con, and I wanted to just talk to you guys about it because I like talking about these kind of things, especially things that are happy. You know, especially when they go so well, and you just want to tell people, and hopefully it gets you people who from Australia and Perth especially will go to Comic-Con. It's absolutely brilliant, a fun time, a lot of cool people. I mean, you will get the one person who's a bit of an arse, but people worried about the cosplayers, you know, approaching them. But that's the reason they dress up, you know, they want to show how good they are, take pictures and stuff. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for listening. Alrighty, see you all later. I'll start uploading again now that I've, just today, Monday, I was a bit tired. Slept for about 12 hours actually, so yeah, we're going to get back into the groove, recording and stuff, and back to normal until next year's Comic Con. Alrighty guys, see you all later.